What's up, nerds? So I'm coming to you. I had filmed this podcast with a friend, and we were gonna do something with it, and it just never materialized. It kind of fell through, so we never got to do anything with it. But I wanted to post it, and because I had edited it and everything. And so I thought it was fun. So I thought I would just post it and see what you guys thought about it. But it's just a podcast that a project that never formed. I don't remember what it's filmed, but it was quite some time ago. So um, yeah, hopefully you like it. But it's the only one. So this was kind of like a pilot episode, so we could you know show people it or whatnot. All right, well, here it is.
Hey everyone, welcome to Let's Get Through the Week. This is a weekly comedic but touching podcast where my co-host Matt and I, Ryan, scour the internet, talk about the worst and the best of humanity.
While making fun of ourselves and others along the way.
We'll give you our hot takes, our overinflated opinions, and some crazy stories, and hopefully I get better at that.
We'll also be talking about the good side of the internet with touching stories that pull at the heartstrings.
And one of the biggest parts of this podcast is getting you, the listener, involved. So don't be shy to tell us what you think.
So stick with us and grab some napkins because it's about to get messy on this episode of Let's Get Through the Week.
Let's do it.
All right, you guys. So for our first segment, we're just going to go through some of the comments because, as you guys know, I give my hot takes at the end of each episode. And last week, you guys had some thoughts on my hot take. If you don't remember correctly, my hot take was that being ugly is a choice. And I think that ugly people should be taxed more. And some of you had some things to say. All right. So let's go to, I scoured our social medias and let's get through the negative first because I don't like negativity. So, I didn't block out some of the names, but anyway, so this person up at top says, the idea that being ugly is a choice is absurd and cruel. It's rooted in ignorance, ignoring genetics. Whatever that word is, factors and systematic biases. Taxing people for their appearance is a sick way to scapegoat and marginalize the vulnerable. Okay, to whoever to this person, I just want to say, what are you talking about? What marginalizing? Get out of here with that nonsense. If you have fucked up teeth, just fix them. They're called dentists. We're not British. We're American. Let's get through this. Okay.
Oh my God, you're so wrong on this. You're so wrong.
So that opinion is vile and discriminatory. Discriminatory. Get the hell out of here. Judging people's worth by their appearance is, I just want to say right now, Miss Liz. Okay. I also want to just say, if you're coming at, okay, let me get through this. Let me get through this one. And then I'll give, okay. Judging people's worth by their appearance is shallow and dehumanizing. Taxing someone for their looks is a disgusting justification for punishing those who don't fit your irregularity standards. Arbitrary standards. All right, I just want to say right now, okay, Liz, okay, first off, if you're going to come at me, okay, you better be freaking gorgeous, honey. All right, let's get that out of the way. Second, you have stated in this comment of yours that you think there are ugly people. You know there are ugly people in the world. And so yes, I'm judging them, and so are you, honey. Stop that right now. I think Liz might be ugly. Anyways. All right, this last one says, this take is not only morally bankrupt, but dangerously fascist. Fascist? Get out of here. It promotes a toxic hierarchy based on superficial traits and punishes people for things beyond their control. It's a disgusting excuse for bigotry, plain and simple. All right, I just want to say right now, y'all need to calm down, okay? You guys, with the negative comments, you guys went too hard, way too fast. Like, I'm all like, what's going on here? Like
you didn't see this coming, Matt? You didn't.
Of course I did. Oh, please. I step into the fire. I can handle the smoke. Let me just tell you that now. So I thought that was really interesting that y'all got way too mad about that. So I can't wait for the hot topic this week. Okay. So now I want to talk. I want to go to some of the views that agreed with me.
All right. Four of them. Yeah.
All four of them. Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the first one says, I need to get a beer with this guy. Yes, you do. It will be delicious. Okay. Us pretty people can have a drink together. It will be fantastic. Yeah.
Oh my
you-
God.
Yeah, you get a couple beers in me and a couple jumbo hot dogs. I'll be singing a different tone. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this next one says, I would love to have you onto my podcast once it gets bigger. I remember your first video. First off, if you remember my first video ever, I love you already. And second off, I'll come on your podcast now. We can be besties.
There you go.
All right. Last one. Incredible. Protect this man at all costs. Absolutely. Protect me. I need it. Well, I can protect myself. But yeah. So I just want to say, you guys, don't take my hot takes too seriously. You guys are just you're too excitable. Drank.
It's good though. You want to be excitable.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll be excitable. It gets us anything that gets us views. I'm fine with it.
I hear you, but you know your take is just it's wrong.
It's not wrong. My take
is
awesome.
Not wrong in like the woke sense, which I was like, that's coming. Like, that's coming to me. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about like you physically can't
make yourself better looking.
You can make yourself better looking. You can have 6-pack abs and still be ugly. Like,
no, not possible. No, if you have 6-pack abs, you're automatically hot. You're automatically hot. I can tell you that right now. No, I've seen it in live. I'm sorry. I did not have
abs, like you have, like, yeah, you love to work out.
I went to school with a kid that had the biggest ears I've ever seen in my entire life, but he had 6-pack abs and one of the hottest bodies I've ever seen at 16. Every girl thought he was hot. And I'm like, have you looked at his face? I'm like, you mean Dumbo over there? And all of them thought he was hot just because he had 6-pack abs.
You just said if he had 6-pack abs, it's got to be hot. So he's not hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He made himself hot. He made being hot, being ugly is a choice. And he decided, I'm not going to be ugly. I'm going to get 6-pack abs.
Okay.
So, okay. What?
You know it's wrong. Like, no wonder the 4 comments you found out of all of them. It took a while.
There was more than 4. Everybody loves me. It was more than 4. All right. So now we're going to hop over to a little segment that we like to call Soundtrack Through Insanity. All right. So this is just a segment that we talk about a song or a soundtrack that got us through a part in our lives or whatnot that was just, influential or, detrimental. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's just some kind of music that got us through, a portion of our lives. Now, I'm going to talk about this one here because for me personally, for the past month, I don't know about anybody else, but K-pop Demon Hunters came out on Netflix. And ever since this movie came out, I have had that soundtrack in my phone, on my car, just back to back. Every song is a bop. I love it. Golden is like one of my new favorite songs now. It's just K-pop fantastic. I love it so much. Like I said, every song is a bop, and yeah, everybody loves it. And if you don't love it, I mean, fine, that's fine, but whatever. Have you heard K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack?
No. Well, now I gotta listen to it this week. And
you have to
go next week.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know.
I know it's a huge hit on Netflix. I know that. Like, I'm getting old enough now where like I find things are cool through my kids.
Right on. Like, I'm the same way.
Right?
Yeah, because my family, the only reason we watched it is because we have a weekly movie night on Sunday nights.
Love that.
And Yep, it's pizza and movie night, no matter what, every Sunday. I'm hoping that my kids will get older and they'll be like, 20 something. And I'll just be like, every Sunday, I'll just text them out on Sundays and be like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, just hanging around, and be like, just so you know, it's pizza and movie night. We're watching Maltese Falcon if you're interested.
Ooh,
and they'll just be like,
cool.
And then they'll just be like, all right, I'm coming over. And I'll be like, yay, and everything. So that is my goal. But knowing my luck, they'll be like, oh, fuck off, Dad. And I'll be like, oh, you're so mean. Okay, so. All right. Yeah, you must be one of the ugly ones. Anyways, so
oh my God, you're gonna cancel us in 1 minute. My God.
Yeah, and so that is my soundtrack through insanity. Do you have
one? Is it like a whole playlist, Matt? It
is
like
7 songs.
How
but
many?
it
Seven?
is 7. Yeah,
Seven.
but they're all a bop. Each one of them total, like you're just gonna be bouncing your head. Golden is the best song on the album, in my opinion. But
I'm writing this down.
yeah, write it down. It's so good. It's so good. Watch the movie too. The movie's fun.
Okay.
Okay, now let's
Homework.
get. What'd you say?
Homework already. Thank you, sir.
Homework already. Okay, so now let's get to the meat of this episode. Okay, now the meat of this episode is going to be so good, in my opinion. Okay, so now you and I, we were sitting there talking, we were just chit chatting and everything.
Mhm.
Behind the scenes, you guys, this is all behind the scenes, and we had talked about how if we started an OnlyFans, we would make tons of money.
Millions.
Yeah,
At least.
I mean, yeah, and so yeah, so I wanted to talk about this because I think that both of you and I are dads, but I just
Yeah.
want to say right now, okay, on a personal level, the gays love me. They just love me and everything, which
Same.
I'm fine with that. I'm like, yeah, love me.
Yeah.
So I'm all like, listen, I honestly think I could make a ton of money on the OnlyFans. I don't know about you and everything, but I think I could make a ton of money because so I have a brother. And I have a twin brother, and he works. So the place that he works at, I won't give that away. He has a woman that works there, and she has an OnlyFans, right? And she makes 30 grand a month.
No way.
Yeah, 30 grand a month, and she does like MILF stuff and everything, which I'm all like, that's cool and everything. But I get hit up on social media like on the daily. Like even today, I got hit up on Twitter, and I'm just all like, yeah, I'm old. I say Twitter, but I'm just all like, and the person was just like, I'm just trying to find my person that I spend the rest of my life with, and I'm like, well, it's not gonna be me, okay? Because I'm the. And he's like, yeah, I'm finishing. I've got 8 months left in medical school, and I was like, all right, maybe you could find it in me,
Yeah.
doctor, and everything. But I'm all like, I'm just all like. I'm all like, and I get all the time like, can I see your dick? And I'm all like, no, you cannot. You cannot see my dick. But all right, gotta go by block. Anyways, but I'm all like, what if I did have an OnlyFans? Like, what if you had an OnlyFans? Do you think you could make money? I think I could make money. I
think I could make. I just talked to Erin about my wife, Erin. First of all, she didn't know what OnlyFans was, and I'm like,
oh, that's crazy,
right? And I'm like, I'm not a pervert. Like everybody knows about OnlyFans,
right?
So to the listeners, OnlyFans, how do you describe it? It's I told her it was like YouTube for adult entertainment. How do you explain it? How do you explain it in like elevator pitch, like 30 seconds? I don't know how to explain it.
I would describe OnlyFans. It's a social media platform where creators can post exclusive content that people would pay for, and it hosts content for a wide range of stuff, but for mostly pornography.
There's no OnlyFans that's like I'm churning butter. Like,
oh no, there's like fitness coaching and like music and comedy. There's people that
really
do that. Oh yeah, there's people that will like have a cooking show on OnlyFans.
Oh, but I wouldn't make any money doing that. Like I'd have to do.
Yeah, you'd have to do. Yeah, you'd have to do triple X rated stuff.
Yeah.
But like my whole thing is just like first off, I'm very geeky, so I'm all like, oh, I could play into the whole geek thing. Like I can dress up as Harry Potter and be like, take my wand, espresso patronum and shit and everything. You know, I'm just like, I could do that. I could do that all day, every day. Yeah. I could dress up in some random BS and everything and just like sit there and like, you know, jerk it and everything. Yeah. Or as I'm showing right here, this is a bit from the comedian. What is his name? Gillis.
Yeah, Shane Gillis.
Yeah, Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
And he's got it's called OnlyFans Dad. And I'm like, well, you and I are both dads, and we could totally do like an OnlyFans thing. Like we not together, gross. But if we did do I'm sorry, you're not pretty enough for me. So I'm all like, yeah, I could. I'm like, I honestly could. And the thing is, I asked my wife, and I'm like, what if I start OnlyFans? She's like, no, that's the only thing holding me back personally.
Really?
Yeah, my wife said no. And I was like,
it's gonna be. I mean, I would think if you and I do, it's gonna be all guys. Like it's not gonna be.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, women aren't interested in that shit. Women, like, if it does, it'll be like 2 out of like 1,000 or whatever.
Oh my god!
Or like 3,000.
I'm telling you, I thought about it. Like if if I had guys, although like I would be the best. I would be Tom Cruise doing like I would be theatrical. It would be amazing if I ever had a woman tell me like, "Hey, I want your OnlyFans." If I charged $20 for the pressure, I'd be like, "No, I'm not good enough." I'd be terrified.
Oh,
For
see,
guys, I'd go all out.
I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, all right, yeah, you want this? Yeah, you do. No,
To a female.
yeah, of course. I'm adorable. Everybody loves me.
I would be nervous about.
Oh, see, that's
like,
the thing. I'm not nervous. I'm not shy in any way, shape, or form.
See, I would be shy if it was guys. I'm like, okay, here you go.
I'm not that type. Yeah, I'm not shy at all. So one thing, my spouse was all like, well, what if she goes, well, Matthew, what would you, Matthew? That's what she does when she wants to talk serious to me. Matthew, what would you do if your daughter came home crying and she was like, all my friends saw your butthole on the internet? And I was like, I would look at her and say, listen here, little girl, that butthole paid for this whole house that you're living in. That butthole paid for that car that you're driving to school. Okay. That butthole has sustained your lifestyle. So be grateful to that butthole. Okay. And then she's all like, well, what would you do?
Oh, I'd do anything. Like, I think I'd be good.
Oh, and then she was all like, well, what would you do if we went to a parent teachers conference? And her teacher was all like, Mr. Ivers, a lot of talk has been around your OnlyFans, and I saw it, and I have things to say. And she's like, what would you say to that? And I was like, okay, first off, I'd be like, I'd have two things to say to this man or woman, whoever it was. I'd be like, first things first, you have excellent taste. And second thing, I don't want you anywhere near my child. So, and I'm just like, because I'm all like, there's so many things you can do on OnlyFans in terms of like content, and then like I said, that woman that my brother works with, and I don't know if he still works with her, but he works with, she would like get dudes to send dick pics, and then she would rate them for money. I think she charged like $5 to rate your dick pic.
Like, I could do that. I could
do that too. Yeah, that's not hard. That's not hard at all.
$5 every 5 minutes.
Yeah. I'm just like, just to look at your ween. I'll judge your ween and everything. And he of course he was all like, oh, I'm pretty sure you gave everybody a 10. And she was like, no. She's like, some dudes I gave a 1, and they unsubscribed and everything. And I was like, me, I'd be more generous. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm like, oh, so impressive, every one of them. I'd be like,
no way.
They'd be like, no, I want your $3.99 a month. So
that's the other thing. So okay, I don't have an OnlyFans. I don't buy an OnlyFans, but I'm told you have to you can't just have it's not like a regular adult website. Like, you have to market yourself out there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So to make money, you have to go on your old school Twitter or X and all this. Like, you have to say, hey, I'm on OnlyFans. That'd be the part. That'd be my barrier. Like, if I could just do it and people would scroll and find me, well, let's buy a second house.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to go on your own Twitter account. You can make a new Twitter account. Like, you could create a new name. Oh my gosh, yeah. So much. You could call yourself Ryan Blaze and go and start a new Twitter account. And you could market yourself and everything, where you're like, you'd be like, you want to see the goods? Come to my OnlyFans. I just got a new subscriber, giving away 16 subscriptions for half price and everything this month and everything. Oh yeah, I've thought about it way too much. I'm not even joking. My wife gives me just a nod, like a yes, and it's on. Like,
what's okay? So I talked to my wife tonight about it. We were eating. So yeah, great dinner conversation.
Yeah.
Right. As I'm trying to use different words around my children and stuff. And I was like, is that cheating? Especially if it's meet with guys. And she's like, I don't think so. She goes, can I do it? I'm like, no.
Yeah, no. No.
But does your wife think it's cheating, or not even cheating? Is it just, I don't know. Why doesn't she want you to do it? Because you're right. You and me would crush it. It'd be a lot of money.
Yeah, it would just, I think it's just like our kids situation. Like, I think it's just like they would have to deal with that growing up. It would be their, like their problem and stuff. So they would have to put up with that. And she's like, that's not fair to them. And I'm like, all right, good point and everything, which is kind of annoying. Every time I have to say you're right or good point with my wife, I feel like I should just follow it up with, and I want a divorce.
Yeah,
So,
50-50.
because yeah,
Same kids.
because and everything, and I'm just like, oh, you're right, that's not fair, because then they have to deal with that nonsense. But at the same time, I'm just like, ugh. But I'm like, oh, the money,
Dude, 30,000 she's making a month. That's
yeah,
insane.
30,000, yeah,
That's
because
and I believe it. Like I've seen
yeah,
numbers.
oh
Like
yeah, like he would tell me, like he said she built her own house with the money that she got from OnlyFans. And like I told, like I always tell my wife, I was like, let's just pretend. Like I'm just enter the realm of
let's
imagination with me.
pretend, but this could
Okay.
happen.
Okay. Let's say I was making 30 grand a month. And
Yeah.
I said to you, all right, I'm okay. In 3 months, I'm gonna give you 30 grand, 10 grand every country. Would you prepare a trip for us and the kids to go to 3 European countries in a week in each country? You
Mhm.
have 10 grand for each country to spend in each country. I was like, and we did that twice a year. Wouldn't you love that? And she just gave me the little like grin. I was like, yeah, you would. Yeah, you fucking would. And if we did that every year, you'd fucking love that shit. And I was like, so there's possibilities.
You
And I'm
also
just
don't have to work anymore too. So,
yeah,
like,
exactly,
for the
exactly.
kids' sake and stuff, you'd be like, "Daddy's gotta make a video for, like, 7 minutes, and I'll be
Yeah,
right back."
exactly. Exactly. I mean, mine would be a little bit more elaborate because, like I said before, I would get costumes. I would put on a whole production and shit. I have thoughts. I have thoughts. It's just, like I'd get out the green screen and be all like,
Oh my
like,
gosh. Now I'm
yeah,
thinking
I
about
have
this a lot more, like, a
yeah,
lot more.
yeah. Once you start getting into the thoughts of it, you're just like, what could I possibly do? I mean, it all have to be solo stuff because once you start doing collabs,
There's
then
the
it
big
is
question. So Aaron goes, "What, people just text you and be like, 'You wanna have sex?'" And I'm like, "I don't think it's like that," but I
it
was like, "I
is.
talked to Matt, and Matt's like, people will pay."
It is. You do collaborations where you film and then you both get like a video out of it, and like they put their video on theirs and then you put your video on theirs, and it's just insane. Like I'm just like, I honestly think that this could work for me and everything
If I was a
because
girl,
I would look
I would have
very
to.
like this would just be like my front page. It's like, yeah, like, you want some of that? Yeah. You like what you see? Yeah, you do. I honestly think I could make a killing on OnlyFans. I really, really do. It's just,
I
I
will
just, I,
say, just so I did my research, they have to like subscribe. So when you talk about like, I'm just thinking of the bad things I could get through. If there's a teacher or something, they have to subscribe to your page to know what's going on.
true. Yeah. Or at least somebody has to, and they have to just see it.
Hmm.
But at the same time, it's like they don't have to put their name. They can be anonymous. You can put,
No,
uh
but for them to confront you, they have to be like, "Hey, I saw you."
true, or somebody had like they could like if let's just pretend like somebody else had it up on their phone and they saw it and they're like, let me see that right now, and they saw it and everything, then they could be all like, oh hey, this is one of my students' parents, and then they would confront me and I'd be like, don't judge me, all right, loser. I'm like, so
I mean,
sorry you're at 30,000 a year, okay,
you'd
teacher.
be like you could if you have like I wouldn't have to go to parent teacher conferences. Be like, no, I'm good at my
Yeah,
son's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, you don't have to do that stuff. You could, I think that, I mean,
You're
like,
making a very good argument. I might have to do
yeah,
this.
yeah. Well, I mean, like, what would your OnlyFans look
Oh
like?
my
It
god.
would, it would look great. It would look so good. I think, to our listeners, if you're not looking, I have made a
Lucky
generated
you.
picture of Ryan and what his OnlyFans front page would look like.
People would buy that. People would
People
buy
would
that.
buy it. They'd be like, "Look at you! You're a
How
sassy
much
bear."
like what do people make like so they pay a okay, so this was only through Facebook, I think I was looking. There was this girl who was like 18 years old and she's like she tweeted out or whatever. She goes, if you work a 9 to 5 and you're under 25 years old, you're a loser. Because I make, and she had like a bank statement. It was insane. It was like 80,000 for the month.
Listen, to that I go, okay, so there's a difference when it comes to men and women, okay? And we're going to get into probably some people not liking what I have to say next, okay?
Here we go.
When it comes to women on OnlyFans, like, listen, you might, like all women, you might make some dollar bills, yo. But I've seen some posts where one girl, like I saw one post where one girl was like, I made in 2 months what I would make at a real job in, in a week. And I'm like, yeah, that's not worth it. Like, you're sullying yourself. Like, okay, so when it comes to the mother of our children, they can't be on OnlyFans. You can't have the mother of your children out there showing her labia majora and labia minor on the internet and expect to like marry her. Like, there's a complete difference. Like it's just, I know it's a double standard and it sucks and everything, but that's just the way the world works. All right. Men provide and women, you guys, take care of the babies. That's just how it is. And I'm sorry,
God.
but you don't like, and you don't like, it's different if my kids come home crying because somebody saw my butthole on the internet compared to my son being all like, yeah, I saw your mom getting railed last night on the internet. It hits a lot different. I'll just tell you that it hits a lot different.
And I think we're kind of so, and however I phrase this, I'm always in trouble for it. And it comes up in fights, and I'm always the asshole about it. But
do it.
So my wife, she's a stay-at-home mom, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great.
And I'm married way out of my league. My wife's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But if the roles were reversed and she was like working all day, and we have a fight about money ever,
mm-hmm.
I would be like, I'd be sitting at home, and I'd be like, you know what, asshole, I can bring in triple what you make by doing this. Like,
right on.
I mean, okay, if you had to stay home, it would be so hard not to do it because, like you said, I think we'd crush it.
Yeah,
plus in the gay community, at least.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, I would for sure. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I just know that. I get hit on so much. I know a lot of it's bots. Like, you can sniff out a bot like that, or it's like, hey, I'm from Gambia, send money, and you're like, no, thank you. But like you said, like, it's just like, you just got and the thing about OnlyFans is like you can't just get on there and be like, hey, I want to start an OnlyFans. You have to set up an account.
Yeah.
You have to have content ready to go. You have a process where they like kind of vet you a little bit because they're all like, hey, we need to make sure that you're not just,
know so much more about this than you're letting on. Like, I think you were almost to like the click, let's do this button.
Oh, like I just want one. Like, I already have the content ready.
You're like, you know what? I signed the paperwork. Legal's good.
Yeah, I just have one click away from launch and everything, and then I'm good to go. I'm not that close to it, but I have looked into it because I'm all like, I honestly think I could make a killing. Like, I don't know. I just think that I could get, because I get like I said, I get hit on so much on the internet. Like 2 weeks ago or whatever, one guy was all like, I want to fly you out to Cincinnati and spoil you. And I was like, babe, I'm going to Cincinnati for the weekend.
For sure.
She's all like, for sure. She's like, this sounds like he's going to murder you. Cause he was all like, I want to buy you cowboy hats and cowboy boots. And I'm into cowboy culture. And I was like, no, he wants to buy me boots and hats. Look, he says it right there. And she's like, that's what I would say if I was going to murder you, to entice you to come let me murder you. And I was like, you're just ruining my parade. And she's like, fine, go to Cincinnati, get murdered. I don't care. And I was like, oh, well, you're mean.
I think why we're different is because you and I would literally take that trip. Like, 95% of the other people would be like, no, that's crazy. And you'd be like, heads or tails, but I'm getting paid. Like,
yeah. I mean, like,
okay, and there's got to be a like, if you brought it to your wife and we're serious, like, here's a like, if you made $30,000 a month.
Yeah.
From what, jerking off?
I think so. I mean, like, it would be, fanciful jerking off. Like, there would be like, there'd be like sparklers involved and stuff or something, but it would be, yeah.
But you would have to, like, on your Facebook, on all your socials, you'd be like holding the sparkler and be like, I wouldn't see you tonight.
No. I would totally, I would totally create new social medias that would.
They're going to find you.
Listen, if they find me, Then I go, what were you doing looking for me, you little prevert? What's going on here?
Yeah,
Aunt
still.
Patty. Like, what's going on here, you little sicko?
You
But
are a twin, though. Like, if
mhm.
anybody could pull it off, you got outs. Like, you'd be like, yeah, that's my twin. And
It's my twin.
you could totally. Okay, Matt, we're done with the podcast. Just make your millions because you could be like, that's my twin. I have, like, you have legitimate twin brother.
Yeah, I do have a twin brother. Yeah, he's great.
You could totally get away with it. You could.
Yeah,
You could.
I could get away with it. I
I'm
could.
telling you.
But I wouldn't get away with it. I would just be like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, you got a problem with it?
Yeah, I
You
believe
got a
you.
problem with it? Because I've got fuck you money now. So out
I
my
believe you.
face. Out my
Like,
face.
you
hooker.
don't have to. Anybody that you'd be worried about, if you're okay, let's stay at 30,000 a month.
Mhm.
You don't. I don't think you have to worry about anybody at that point, right? Like, I know it's not, billionaire status, but you don't have to give a shit about going
No,
through the
yeah.
drive-through and stuff, right?
Yeah, I've always told myself if I had 50 grand just in the bank for my savings, that would just be like I would not be worried about anything. I'd just be like, okay, if there's an emergency, I have
Mhm.
funds that I'm totally fine with and I could survive for a
Yeah.
little while. So it'd be fine. So if I'm making 30 grand a month, I'm all like, yeah, I would just be like, yeah, let's go on a trip to Europe this weekend. You'd be like, what? Let's just do it. Like, what's going on?
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
we don't even need to pack. We'll buy clothes there. It's fine. We'll buy clothes there.
So
Yeah.
okay, now I'm really wheels are turning. I
Oh,
live
yeah.
in Coopersville, Michigan, USA.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, a couple thousand people here.
Mm-hmm.
If you got found out, you'd
Mhm.
almost have like celebrity status. I feel like if you're from a small town, like it's not New York, they'd be like, "There's Ryan. He's loaded. He jerks off twice a week."
Yeah, he shows his butthole on the internet
with a
What
sparkler. It was
yeah,
amazing. Great
with a
4th of July.
sparkler. Yeah, and you're all like, yeah, what a gross dude. You'd get my favorite would be the old yentas that'd be like, yeah, disgusting. I don't understand you, and be like, hey, okay, calm down,
That's
grandma.
$12.95 a month. Yeah.
Be like, yeah.
I feel like there'd be a lot of pressure. Like I would have to up my game every time because I'm like, you can only see this so much. So like, okay, I get it. Like I would have to do.
I
it like
have ideas. Here, I'll tell you
what do you got?
I'll tell you one idea because I don't want to give anybody else my ideas because I've got to
do this. I'm telling you. All right, you're gonna do this.
I'm telling you, my wife gives me the nod and everything. It's on like Donkey Kong. That's a good idea too, like Mario. Anyways, okay, so here's my idea. So since I already mentioned Harry Potter, I love Harry Potter, right? So you remember in the last movie when he's fighting Voldemort, right? And they're doing the Comparium Incantatum where the spells are meshing and it's like turned into lava. Okay, so I would play both roles because I would get a green screen or whatever, and then I would I would dress up in the whole Voldemort outfit with the skull cap and everything, and then I'd be like, Avada Kedavra, but the wand is my penis. Okay, and I'd be like Avada Kedavra with my penis, and then out shoots the lightning.
Don't even say it. Don't even.
And then I would also be Harry Potter. I'd be like Expecto Patronum or whatever he says, and it would then I'd have the whole special effect of them connecting, but it would just be me like jerking off the whole time, but with both sides and everything.
In a skull mask,
yeah, and the skull cap and everything, and I would get the little slits in my nose like a snake and everything, like I push down my nose and get the little thing, and it just like, and then just be like and everything, and be like, and everything with the glasses and the lightning bolt scar and everything, and then after I climax and everything, both sides, then Voldemort, I'd be like, you win, and I'd like disappear like he does in the movie or whatnot, and that would be just one video, and you just be like, I feel like it's thrilling, but at the same time erotic. You know what I'm saying?
I love the fact, like I can imagine you spending like $5,000 to do this whole scene. And you do that one, and then like the next week you're like, I'm in an airport in Cincinnati, just
hey, listen, $20 is $20. You gotta make your money.
Oh my god, I don't know how you like. There's gotta be people so desperate to up their game over and over and over.
Yeah, yeah. And me, I would just like, I have like so many ideas just like that. Some of them aren't as elaborate. Like, so I don't want to tell you anymore because I don't want you to take them. But
I'm writing them down. Yeah.
I don't want anybody.
In Voldemort's skull cap and
I'm telling you, I would go all in. I would go all in.
I couldn't get off. I like breathing hard, like
That's fine. Listen, you got to get through it. You got to make those dollar bills, yo. Just
my God.
think of the end game, okay?
Oh
what I'm
my
saying?
God. It's kind of, yeah. But there's also, imagine like doing that and then not having any like fan like that's your worst nightmare.
That would be the sad part of it all. You're just like, at the end of the day, you've got like no subscribers. It's like
$24 coming in.
Yeah, it's like those people that have like a Patreon, but they have no patrons, and you're just you're making content for no one. That's so sad.
Like I also read this thing too, like where like it was. I read the article. It was like a wife that did OnlyFans, but she just videotaped herself having sex with her husband, and they're like, okay, like that's cool.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, like,
how do you keep anybody for like more than 3 months? Like what?
Yeah, like you can only do so many scenarios. They're just like, I found this stranger at the club and we did it in the bathroom. It's like, no, I can tell that your husband, he has the same tattoos as your husband.
That's how they found it. Like it was the same. He had like Mario tattoos.
Yeah,
and like it's the same guy every time.
Yeah, and it's like you got to up your game, and like some people just like I don't feel like they like do enough. Like I saw one where a girl, she just would post a picture every now and then, and I'm all like, you got to do more than that. You got to post at least twice a day, like a picture, and then you got to do a video at least once a week minimum. You gotta do GIFs. You gotta do
the live chat, right?
Yeah. You gotta do the live chats. You gotta do the private conversation. You gotta do the whole thing, man. It's a lot, and yeah, but if that's your main source of income, then you gotta put 110% in, or you're just gonna be a loser jerking off in his basement to no one.
Like, okay, like what?
Like everybody else.
Yeah, like what's Matt gonna do on month 6? Like you quit your job, like goodbye everyone, I'm done, and then all of a sudden, like month 6, you're like, I got nothing left.
Oh, I've got ideas. Trust me. I don't know if I could run out of ideas. Like I have thoughts. I have thoughts.
Okay. I understand. I understand you've thought about this way too much.
Mm-hmm.
But like the most gorgeous girl in the world, or whoever, like after 2, 3 times, like okay, I get it. Like you're gonna have to do some weird stuff.
Yeah, well, you do stuff related to the holiday, like
no, you gotta do more. You gotta do more.
Like, yeah, well, I mean, like every holiday you would do something different. Like one year you're Santa, and you're jerking off with one of those elf on a shelves, you're just jerking off with that and everything.
Jesus, you just ruined my Christmas.
And then, and then Easter you're dressed up as a bunny, just
what psychopath is like, yeah, I really want to see you Matt in bunny ears.
It would just be me with the bunny ears with a painted on nose and the whiskers. That's all it would be. And like just like bunny foo with bunnies. I'm a bunny.
You know what's funny too is like I also thought about it, like you have to last a while, right? Because
I don't think so. I think 10 minutes is fine. It's not that hard to last for 10 minutes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yo, you think so? Oh, you just kind of, I mean, you could take a break with editing. With editing, you could last 10 minutes. I promise you. Yeah, I could turn your 3-minute video into a 10-minute video. I promise.
Just exhausted. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like trust me. You just how about that? You need like 3 minutes. If you can last 3 minutes, I could personally turn it into a 3-minute video into a 10-minute video.
Oh, here's another thought, Mr. Harry Potter. When you're doing that, somebody's got to videotape you.
No, they don't. I can videotape myself.
You're okay. So you're gonna have one image of you in a skull cap.
You take several cameras and set them up and everything. You just be in one spot, because if you watch that movie, it's just them standing there with their wands and their spells going at each other, and then you just put it all together.
Are you serious, Matt?
Yeah. It's all editing. It's all editing.
Okay, but Mr. Editor, you're still like that camera's not going to zoom in and stuff, so you're going to be like 10 feet away. 15
you could zoom in. You can edit yourself.
How do you all right, genius? How do you zoom in when nobody's helping you?
Well, first off, okay, thank you for calling me a genius. Second off, So second off,
Second
there are remotes that you can zoom in and everything. I would just take and I would take that scene, and if I needed to, you just get like a selfie stick with your phone and you just kind of pull it in as you're just like
So now you have a selfie stick in one hand, and now you're jerking off in the other.
it's like yeah.
That is, I would pay money like on a
Time out. You
comedic
tell me
level.
you've never
Like,
been holding your phone while jerking off, and you're just like, yeah. You dirty
yeah,
whore.
but I'm not looking. Oh, that's it. Then are you looking at yourself? Because that's not going to get me off. If I'm looking at myself, I'm like, okay, I look tired.
You never jerked off in the mirror or looking at yourself in the mirror before?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, the cheese
That-
stands alone.
Matt,
The
that
cheese
is not
stands
a
alone.
That
It is
not-
a thing. That is a thing.
No, it's not.
Oh, you
No,
never
it's
talk.
not.
You never
That is
talk
not
to
a
yourself
thing.
like, yeah, you're so fucking hot. Yeah, you are. You're so fucking hot. I am hot. I am hot.
Matt,
I love it when you flex for me.
no
Yeah, you
way.
do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're a dirty girl. You like it when I flex for you.
No way have you looked in the mirror and gone,
No, I've never done this before. I'm sick.
Oh,
I think this is a good idea. I think I just need to get the little woman to say go.
okay. All
and then
right.
I'm on.
And from a business standpoint, what's your marketing? What do? You literally find like a whole like catfish. Like you're just gonna be
Yeah, I would just start. Okay, I would start Instagram, and I would start a new Instagram. I would
Okay.
start a new Snapchat. I would start a new Twitter. I wouldn't start a Facebook. But I would start all the social medias. The Blue
Is Facebook
Sky.
too old? I don't know. Is that why?
I just like people don't hit me up on Facebook like they do on every other social media.
Okay.
So I would start all of them. I might even start a Facebook where I'd just be like, hey, come check out my only, like all it would be would just posts of me, and then like it would be like gifs of me or like a trailer for the next video that's coming out, and be all like, come see the boy who lived, defeat the Dark Lord, and they'd be like, and everything. And then I would just yeah. And then I would, I blur stuff out, be like, you want to see the goods, you got to pay for it, because I don't give anything away for free. But
you in a skull cap with
with the makeup. Listen, I would probably just like find like a makeup artist and be like, I need you to do the Voldemort makeup, and then just come home and be like, this is a 1-day thing. I need to film it all in 1 day. I can't be fucking around here. No pun intended. But yeah, no, yeah, it was. Listen,
so you're gonna buy a makeup artist. You're gonna do all this CGI, everything, and yet you're gonna be one hand holding yourself and the other hand you're holding a selfie stick.
I mean, I wouldn't be holding the selfie stick the whole time. I would just get the shots that I needed, and then I'd be like done. I'd be like done.
I would watch this just from a comedy standpoint.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're gonna have to subscribe. And
how much are you charging? What is that?
25? Well, I've thought about it, and like how some people are like $3.99, $6.99. I think I'm gonna go for the $29.99. You need to pay like $19.99. You need to pay the $20 a month.
Well, you're in the hole for like 10 grand for the Voldemorts.
No, it wouldn't cost that much. I just
thought about this way too much.
I wouldn't need. I've already got the costume, so and the skull cap. I just need to paint my face. It's gonna be so. It would be so good. It would be so good.
Okay. Also, I was told that in OnlyFans, like a lot of it is like the chatting and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I can.
So they said like one thing they make a lot more money is they send like all their underwear, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then number 2 is they chat. But I was told like the people that make a lot of money, like they are hiring like kids from Indonesia to just chat all day. And I told Aaron, I was like, if you ever do OnlyFans, like I would dirty talk the shit. I would be so good at it.
Yeah.
They don't know it's me.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I have no problem. I could probably, if this was my job, I could keep up with the chatting. Plus, I think by myself. I don't know. I would have to test it out to do that. If not, I can outsource. It's fine. I can outsource. That's okay. Yeah.
30,000 a month she makes. Really?
Yeah. Yep. Unless
okay. scale 1 to 10, how close are, if she said yes, you're doing it tomorrow?
Yeah.
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 I thought so.
Yeah. Because I honestly think I can make money off of it. Yeah.
The way you're doing it though would be a full-time job. Like,
oh yeah, well yeah. I mean, like, yeah, it would be a full-time job, but I honestly think I could do a good job of it. I'm an entertainer. What do you want?
so you drop your kids off at school and be like, all right, dad's got to go to work.
That's exactly what it'd be like. Be like, all right, guys, love you, and everything. Daddy's got to go to work and everything, but I'll pick you up from school, okay? Don't worry. And then we'll have dinner.
Oh my God.
And they'll be like, you went to work? And I'm like, I went to work in the studio.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
yeah. So yeah.
Daddy's tired. Daddy worked a double.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it'd be like. Oh, it'd be so good.
I think this needs to be some kind of bet. Yeah, I want to see.
I can't do a bet on this. I'd have to get the okay, and there's no way I'd be able to get the okay.
Okay, okay, before we wrap this up, what is the reason? Like, why does she say no? If I gave my wife a check for $30,000 to renovate our whole house, I'm pretty sure she'd be like, yeah, go knock yourself out, killer.
I think that it's because our children. And my wife's not like that. She's not, she's not one of those sex work is real work kind of people. Like, she would just be like, this is disgusting. You're disgusting. And I'd be like, okay, I guess I am. But yeah, that's how it, yeah. But it would be, I mean, like, yeah.
It wasn't a discussion though. It wasn't like a,
I laid out.
It sounds like you're very serious about this.
I made a PowerPoint presentation. And she
No,
said,
you did not.
Yes, I did. I wish I still had it because this was like 2 years ago. But I had a whole PowerPoint for yes. I was like, and everything, had that whole thing going. I was like, and then at the end of the thing, she was like, there's no guarantee that you're gonna make money from this. So absolutely not. And I was like,
you have the PowerPoint. I just like side eye me like, does she like it? I think she likes it. I don't know.
Oh no, because I was standing I was in our living room and she was sitting on the couch and I was like,
PowerPoint.
I was standing there.
We talked about this like randomly. I didn't know you PowerPoint.
Because I was when I was talking to her about it, I was full on serious about it. I was like, I think I could make money. You don't understand. And she was just like, and then at the end of it, I go, and that concludes my presentation. What are your thoughts? And she just goes, no. And I was like, but you saw my PowerPoint, right? And she's like, yeah, I saw the whole thing. And I was like, so then what do you think? And she's like
all this work.
No. And I was like, well, why no? And she's all like, because you're getting naked for money and we have children. And I was like, yes, but I put on there how, costs would be low and everything. And if I got the reward, if went, positive, it would be high. And she's all like, yeah, no. I was like,
you made a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Show your wife why you should be on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I had a video that would be going up on my OnlyFans on there, and I would to show her like some of the level of quality. Like I had some just like some like very like previs kind of video, like not video but pictures or whatever. And then I had one video that was very much like this would be going on my OnlyFans and everything.
No, you did not.
Yeah, and then she was all like, and she actually watched the whole thing, and it only took like I think like the whole presentation was only like 6 minutes long and everything, and then
yeah, it was.
Yeah, and then at the end of it, I was just like, so what do you think? She's like, no.
So did you shoot a video in your PowerPoint in your living room? Like
I didn't shoot it in my living room, but it was on the PowerPoint. Yeah, because it was on a laptop. I didn't put it like on a projector.
So you went the whole 10 yards and were like, hey, look what daddy could do. And she's like, yeah, I've seen this 1,000 times.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You're like, but people will pay for that.
Yeah, but it was like, I'll tell you the idea. So it was called Jaws 4.
Oh my God.
And everything. And it was called Jaws 4, Jaws Revenge. And it was basically like Like my penis was the Michael Caine character, and I like made a boat. Oh no, no, there was an orange that was the Michael Caine character,
You
and
just
the
ruined my
orange.
favorite movie of all time. Thank you.
Well,
I can't watch Jaws and not think about the
Jaws 3. He was in Jaws 3, but Jaws 4. He's all like the Michael Caine was an orange, and he was like, "We're gonna need a bigger boat or maybe a submarine." And then my penis was Jaws, and I just like not glued, but I like sticky tacked a fin onto it, and then I drew like eyes and mouth or whatever. And then I just attacked Michael Caine, but the orange. And then I was just like at the end, I was like the end. Dun dun dun.
that was that was your big sell.
That was my pitch. Yeah, I had a time constraints. Okay, don't judge me. Don't judge me.
You're like I have all these great ideas, and you're like
the other ones would have taken way.
Jaws 4.
That would have taken the rest of them would have taken way. I would have redone it if she'd said yes, but the rest of them would have taken too much time and too much like effort. That I was like, I don't want to waste this much time and have it be like pristine, and then Cher be like, no, and me be like, well, great. What am I going to do with this Harry Potter jerking off video? What am I going to do with that? I can't put it online. Just gonna sit in my
okay. The scale of 1 to 10. How confident were you that she sees Jaws 4 porn and goes, yes, that's
I was not confident just on the Jaws 4, but I made very good points on the rest of it. I made very good points on the rest of it.
Jaws 4.
Because I laid out my other ideas from famous movies and stuff. And I was like, this is what I would do here. This is what I would do here. This is what I would do here. And then like just at the end of it, she was like, no. And I was like, okay, well.
Was there like a really awkward silence the rest of the night? Like you guys go to bed and she's just shaking
No, because she knows what she married.
I get it, but Jaws 4 and you're like, this is gonna,
she was just
to get our kids through college.
Yeah, right. She was very much like she did have questions. She's like, so did you just wasted an orange on your little video? And I was like, and then I lied. I was like, no, I ate it. And she's like, you're disgusting. I didn't eat it. I was like,
okay. If anybody's listening, I think I brought it up. I was the one that was like, yeah, I could do OnlyFans. I'd crush it. And you were so nonchalant about, yeah, I think I'd be really good too. Like I would do whatever it took. And all of a sudden, I find out 2 years ago you had a PowerPoint.
Oh yeah,
in your living room.
I think about this a lot. I think about this a lot.
Oh my god!
When I see somebody on like a Twitter or Instagram be like, "Hey, check out my OnlyFans," I'm all like, "Oh, I'm cuter than you. I can make it." I'm like, oh, whatever, it's fine.
Have you seen Jaws 4 with the orange?
Have you seen Jaws 4? Amateurs.
I can't
all of them.
Matt, oh my god. Okay. Are you a fan of The Office at all?
No, I'm actually not.
So anyway, it just reminds me like Michael Scott, the character, he like makes like this terrible video, but he put like so much work into it, and he's just like looking at everybody being like, I nailed it. Like I got it. Like I could see you just cranking away, just staring at your wife like, this is gold. This is what's gonna get our kids to college.
Yeah. That would have been
a lot more of these bad boys.
That would have been. Oh yeah, there's like a watermelon one I could do. I don't know what movie I could do for that one. We could do like the grapefruit.
I'm telling you, like I think I brought it up, and you were so nonchalant. I'm like, yeah, I'd crush it too. Like I didn't know you went into a PowerPoint.
Well, what makes you think you would crush it on the OnlyFans?
I would do anything. Like if it's like
anything.
I mean, if they're like, here's 20,000 to stick a sparkler up your ass, but yeah, no problem. Well, I mean,
okay,
I don't want to meet people, but I'd be like, see, that's the thing. I'm talking about 6 months from now. Like, I'm worried about like, what if I give you my best stuff, which I don't know what that is, Jaws 4 stuff. I don't know what month 2 looks like. Like, how do you keep the thing that is
that's why
crazy, you got a lady with 30,000. How does she keep the same people? Like, you're doing the same stuff, right? I don't know.
I mean, like that part I don't really know because I didn't like. I mean, I do know some like because I tried like I was trying to get her to hire me to edit her videos for her and everything because I was like, it's just another gig or whatnot. And
Does she do it herself?
yeah, she would record it herself, and I'd just be like, "Listen, if you can set up like at least 2 cameras, I can make it." And like, oh, like she would be like, "Can you make a trailer and like blur out my bits and stuff?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can blur out all that stuff. That's not that hard."
Yeah.
And then like I was like, I could make you like some GIFs or whatever, and then a trailer for each video. Like I was like, if you did hire me to edit your videos, it would be you'd get your one video, like your main video. I could make you like some mini videos or whatever, just kind of like get to the good parts. And then I could also make you a trailer and then like 4 or 5 GIFs that you could just put up on your thing that people could, you know, download and be all like, look at that and everything. But no, she didn't want to give. I think I was going to charge her $400 a week, and she didn't want to give up that kind of money. And I was like, okay.
If she makes 30,000 a month,
yeah, she was very. She sounded like she was very much like I want to keep all my money, but like she wouldn't hire like from what I understand, she wouldn't hire like a management person or somebody to handle her money because then she wouldn't pay taxes on her OnlyFans money. So then when taxes rolled around, I remember my brother told me one time she had to pay 20 grand to the IRS because she didn't pay taxes. And I'm all like, yeah, what kind of grand though? Yeah, I mean, that's true, but 20 grand, I'm sorry. 20 grand is a lot of money. I'm like, even though you're like, well, I make way more than that a year, but you're all like, I have to give a 20 grand like right now. Like that's crazy. But yeah.
Does OnlyFans charge like they give you like a 1099? I have no idea. You know more than I do.
Wait, say that again.
Do they just give you like a 1099 at the end of the year? OnlyFans?
I honestly, that part I don't know about. I don't know about the money situation in terms of that.
30,000 a month. That even if you did that for 3 months and you're like, okay, I'm out.
Yeah,
$20,000.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm doing at, let alone month 3. I don't know what I'm doing at like week 3.
Oh, you'd get inventive. I mean, like,
without bringing your wife or anything, you're just by yourself, like.
Yeah, I mean, like I have a lot of ideas, and there's a lot of fruit and vegetables out there.
Terrible. So that was a bad idea.
What'd you say?
Jaws 4 was a bad idea.
But you didn't see Jaws 4. You need to not mock it. No, absolutely not. But
you still have it.
Of course, I still have it. I'm not getting rid of that. Like that's what if I get to start an OnlyFans? That's got to stay in there.
Did you have like an introductory like video? You're like, hello.
Oh, I had the whole thing. Like I had written a script and everything. And then like, I just like acted it out. Like the orange was on a boat and he was all like, I hope Jaws doesn't show up. We're going to need a bigger boat and everything. And then he's like, oh, we might need to get into the submarine and stuff. And I can't remember all of it. And then I was just like,
here's my wiener.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Here's my wiener. Like I painted waves on my ass because I was like walking past it sideways and stuff. And then I made like paper mache waves, like so I could like, you know, it was
my God.
It was a good video. I'm not showing it to you ever, but I'm like, if you had seen it,
eventually I'm gonna see it.
I will not.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
God.
that is no. It's gonna cost you $19.99.
Are you just like in your basement at nighttime? Painting your ass?
No, it was like a day. It was like a day, like you know, just like, you know, you drop the kids off at school, you come home, you're like, all right, this is what I'm doing for today. Getting ready for my PowerPoint. and then it.
Were you disappointed when she said no? Like, were you like
a little bit? Yeah, a little bit.
If she would have said yes, would you have done it? I think you would have.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. Yeah, I've told her to this day. If you even give me an inkling of a yes, I'm doing it the next day. Like I'm starting the next day. Like I'm just gonna be like and everything's in motion and everything. I'm like, you can. I'm like, and then if you get mad at me, I'd be like, you said and then no, I didn't. I said and I'm like, no, it sounded like so I'm sorry. That's your fault. That's all.
Do you ever hope for like a roof leak or like a car to like fall apart and you're like, you know, I got away?
Yeah, I mean that has happened since then, and it doesn't. None of that crap works. None of it works. None of the whole vacation thing idea. She was all like, "Yeah, I would like that, but no."
I get like, okay, I get a vacation, but if I'm like, "Hey, there's a hole in our ceiling," or we could use a new car.
Right.
I got the ass waves. We could
Yeah,
do
exactly.
that.
Exactly. Yeah. That would be a video right there. Ass waves.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, you guys.
I'm
Well, if
exhausted.
you guys enjoyed that, we are gonna move over to our heartwarming
Transition.
yeah, our heartwarming segment. But I just want you guys to know that this segment has a sponsor, and that sponsor is Camp Nowhere Land. Hey, folks, it's time to talk about something truly special. Imagine a place where kids from all walks of life come together, laugh, play, and make memories that last a lifetime. That place is Camp Nowhere Land, a nonprofit dedicated to giving underprivileged children the summer advantage they deserve. At Camp Nowhere Land, kids get to explore the great outdoors. Think hiking through the lush forests, roasting marshmallows under starry skies, and building friendships that break down barriers. It's more than a camp, it's a community where every kid gets a chance to shine, no matter their background. As a nonprofit, Camp Nowhere Land relies on your support to keep the magic alive. Your donations help provide free camp experiences from canoeing on sparkling lakes or to crafting by the campfire. Every dollar makes a difference. So let's send more kids to Camp Nowhere Land this summer. Visit campnowhereland.org to donate or volunteer today. Together, we can give every child a summer full of joy, adventure, and connection. Camp Nowhere Land, where every kid finds their place to belong. All right, so now that we got that sponsor out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get into our heartwarming story?
Could you be nicer to the sponsors and not say since we got them out of the way?
What'd you say?
Could
No,
you be nicer?
I am nice.
Like, tell me that
I had to get the read over with. All right,
pay the
so
bills.
yeah.
Aw.
Okay, so this is adorable. Okay, now this heartwarming story is actually your story, and
Mhm.
I wanted to say something real quick. You had said to me when we started this whole thing that you were like, "Oh, I have a
A wish kid.
a Make-A-Wish kid."
Yeah.
And that's where you left it. Like then you went home and I was like, what does that even mean? And then like I think it was the next day, maybe. I don't remember exactly. You're like, oh, my kid's fine. I was like, you should have led with that. Okay. I'm just saying, like, you can't just be like, oh, I have a Make-A-Wish kid, and then just drop the ball on that. I'm all like, because yeah, okay. So go ahead and tell your story because I haven't heard this story. I'm interested in it. Tell me all about it.
So yeah, we want to start the podcast. I met Matt and I was like, yeah, I need something to get people through the week. We were in ICU a lot at the beginning, and I remember people just saying, it was really cool. They were like, just you never know what's gonna happen next Wednesday. You never know what's gonna happen next Tuesday. Like things get better, sometimes things get worse. So J Dog has had 3 open heart surgeries. I think we're doing number 4 in January, which is terrible, but it has to be done. So basically with Jonathan, he is one of 12 in the entire world with the heart condition that he has. So basically in layman's terms, because that's the only way I know how to talk about it, is you have 4 chambers. And so when that blood pumps in and out through all of them, his does not. It goes up and goes back down. So if he gets really cold or stuff, like his lips will turn blue. Or if he's in we went to a Michigan adventure. If he gets in the pool too long, his lips will turn blue. He gets really shaky and stuff, but he's doing much better than he would have without everybody at Helen DeVos over there. We know them very well. So we're doing Disney in April for his Make-A-Wish. Yeah. And like you, I told Aaron, I was like, every Make-A-Wish I've ever seen, like every special or anything, they're like, and then the kid died like 2 days later. Like, I was like, I had no idea that you could be Make-A-Wish and still be good and healthy. He's not, it's not perfect. He's going through some stuff, but he doesn't know yet. So that's good for right now. I think as we explore this podcast, there's a lot of people out there that are going through this stuff, and Matt and I just kind of want to take, an hour or two out of your week just to be like, you know what, let's just have fun. But also there are people out there for you. So long story short, we didn't know he had any condition until my wife gave birth to him. The minute he came out, he didn't cry at all and anything. And so we got nervous. Right away, we had to ship him. I literally followed the ambulance to Helen DeVos. They had to do emergency heart surgery pretty shortly into his life. And we've had to do it again like 3 different times. It's not something I'm really comfortable with. So I hope, wherever this goes, people understand it's not easy. People say it's like you have a special handshake that only you and those other people know about, and you don't want to know it, but you do.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's okay. I cry a lot. My wife cries a lot.
I'll bet.
Yes. But also when we drove him to the ambulance, my wife had to stay in the hospital for 2 days because she'd just given birth. So I was all by myself. I had no idea what was going on. Like, I was an emotional wreck. I could only hold his hand through like an incubator, which is just every parent's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. But things are going better with his heart condition. His heart is a muscle. So as he continues to grow, you're going to need more surgeries to kind of alleviate that. And
is there a name for his condition?
There are he has 3 different types of them.
Okay.
My wife knows better than I do.
Okay.
and I can get back to you on that for sure.
Right.
But yeah, he has 3 different heart conditions. But he's getting through most of them. Epstein's anomaly is the number 1 that he has. That's the big one. That's where things don't shut correctly for him. But my wife just walked into the kitchen. Tetralogy afloat is another one.
It's a 4-part problem.
Yeah, it's a 4-part problem. They all seem to be 4-part problems. But so anyway, if you saw him, you would not know he had anything wrong with him at all. And that's the other thing too. So because of Jonathan, we get to go to these camps, these outings, all this fun stuff. And he's in a lot better shape than other kids are. There's other kids where like there's a lot less hope and stuff like that, which is just heartbreaking. And by the way, I am so bad at any of this. And because my wife's looked into so many things where like my kids have the opportunity to be with other kids with disabilities, they don't see it. But oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. It's so awkward. I can't explain it. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, how has your family like been managing the challenges of your son's Epstein's or normality?
Epstein, so it's EBSTEIN. Epstein's
anomaly.
Yeah.
How have they been like handling or managing or handling the challenge of that and what kind of support has been like most helpful for you guys?
So there's a few organizations out there. Like I said, we didn't know till he was born. I think that might have helped us because every week we do something, we're learning more and more. And my wife, she obviously knows a lot more. All she does is research. But basically the outpouring of just help has been amazing from everybody. And like I've heard of people that follow Jonathan's journey on Facebook, and they're like, we don't want to like it because we don't look creepy, because they don't know who like my wife is, but they know me, and that helps a lot actually. And like I said, he's right at the age where he doesn't know enough yet. Like he has a very big scar down his chest, and so that always gets me emotional, but he doesn't know it yet. And then I would say, hopefully this podcast does well for people that there's so much help out there. Like all we did for 2 weeks at a time. Sometimes after a surgery, we'd sit in the hospital. So they have like care nurses, all this stuff. So Erin, my wife, she like looked in all this stuff. Like They go to Michigan Adventure. They go to ball. Like we watched Minions at LMCU ballpark with like 40 other people out in like the outfield, which was really cool. And that's where you meet other parents, and that's where I get so emotional because I'm just like, this is tough, but I am not wording this at all.
No, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job.
But
what?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay, what's something that you've learned about your son's like strengths or his strength or personality, like through his journey with Epstein's anomaly, that you thought you could share with us, something that maybe you've noticed throughout this entire experience?
Yeah. I think his brothers and sister are very resilient. I think they're so much stronger than I could be. Like my daughter has a friend in her class who has a feeding tube and everything like that, and they're like best friends because she's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong. It's normal. But I'm like, I can't imagine being this strong. But Jonathan's too young yet to realize what's happening. Like we just had our last doctor checkup about 2 weeks ago. And so I think he's old enough to realize like, hey, I'm a little different. Like things are not normal for me. Like my brothers and sister don't go to the doctor like this all the time. But I do. And so we've taken echoes. We've taken all this. I think what I've learned most is there's a lot more people in this community than I realized. Like I just didn't know. And it's a shit community to be in. But
right on.
But I think there's a lot more help out there than I ever thought. And as far as Jonathan goes, so he's at the point now where I think he's going to realize pretty quick something's different, especially after this next surgery and before Disney World. Like, I don't think he realizes why we get to go to these trips or why we get to go behind the scenes to stuff. But I think if anything, I've learned like this community is a lot bigger than I thought. And honestly, without Jonathan going through all of this, I would have never met amazing people and stuff like that. But also sucks because some of these kids don't make it, and so that's the ICU. It's a tough. It's hell on earth. Like like I said, I was holding Jonathan's hand like through an incubator, and I'm shocked I'm not crying right now because usually I do. But
right on.
Yeah, and Erin was still at the hospital, but like you look around and you kind of get the sense, like you can almost see it, that a lot of these kids don't leave, and that's tough too. But then again, we go to all these functions where the parents are just fighting like every day for Heart Warriors is what they're called. So I didn't realize how big the community was, and I think if we do what we're supposed to do, I think this podcast will be amazing. Just you never know what next Wednesday will bring you. So
absolutely.
Yeah. That was a lot of words, and I didn't get anything out that I should have.
No, it was great. It was great. I think that and we'll talk about this a little bit later on in other episodes, but I think it was good just to get like an introduction to your story. And
I will say he's been an absolute nightmare this whole week.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm like,
he's so strong, but today he's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Well, I get it. We all have kids. They like they're great until they're not. Then you're all like, ooh, if it was legal to beat you.
Oh my gosh. Yes. He is. I have no idea why. He has learned the word butthole, and it's all he says.
Nice.
All of it. I have no idea why. Like, jeez Louise.
It's you. So it's you. You're the one that told them butthole.
I literally, like, my wife's gonna blame me because I'm always like watching shows I shouldn't, and I'm like, I don't know if anybody's ever said butthole before, but that's what he says now.
Oh, they just need to hear it once, and then they it's locked in. It's locked in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So anyway, J-Dog is our heart baby. We had so we have Andy and Sarah, they're older, and then we had Brody afterwards, and Aaron and I had to do extensive, like, was this hereditary? Was it like what? And it was just a weird fluke. Yeah. There's no genetic anything. It was just really, really fluky. So we have Brody, who's younger, and he is a scrappy little capybara. He makes capybara noises all the time, which is really weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that is us in a nutshell. And like I said, I think if this goes on as long as I want it to, we'll have more progress and more talks about it. But we're fortunate enough, but also heartbreaking enough where he's not old enough yet to realize what's going on. But you know, when you see him in the hospital room after open heart surgery, it's heartbreaking. But I think we're close enough now, or at least for a little bit longer, where it's not an issue. But those are conversations that are going to just be heart-wrenching. Like, there's going to be a point where he's going to want to play soccer, and we're like, you can't. Like,
right.
Yeah. So I think it's going to get a little bit tougher, but hopefully, like my wife said, she came back from therapy today. She's, you know, maybe this will help you out to figure stuff out too. So
right on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, I love that. Thank you again to our sponsors, Camp Nowhere Land. Again, you guys go check them out at campnowhereland.org to get all that information. All right, you guys. So that was our heartwarming one. So now we're going to go into...
I made it through without crying. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that was great. All right, now we're going to go into my personal favorite segment of this podcast, and that is Matt's Hot Takes.
How spicy.
All right, you guys. So last week, my hot take got you guys all spiced up and everything. This one's going to get you even more spiced up. All right. And that is that Mexican food sucks. And I'm sorry. I don't care what you guys have to say. Mexican food sucks. What do people from countries that are failing know about fine cuisine and everything? Yes, I'm 100% serious. Okay. Okay. First off, like everybody's all like, you've ever had guac? Please, it's just a crush up avocado. Anybody can do that shit. That's not hard, and it's not that great and everything. And I love when people are like, all about the herbs and the spices. Yeah, you have to add all that shit on there so it makes you forget that you're eating a pigeon. Okay, so get out of here with that noise. And what the hell is a tamale? You know what it is? It's just cornmeal wrapped in the tiniest sliver of protein. No wonder all their women look like boxed fridges, okay? It's because they're not getting any protein and they're getting all starches, okay? And don't even get me started on their desserts. All their desserts are ass. They all taste like ass. They're all wet for summer. Flan, it's like you're eating snot wrapped on Jello and everything. It's like, what is this? It's just
flan Mexican. I don't think flan is Mexican.
Flan is Mexican. It's Mexican. Yeah. And tres leches. Why do you have to cover your cake in milk? There's milk in it. You don't need to douse it in sogginess. It's just not. You don't need to do all that shit. So my hot take is that Mexican food is terrible. You can add all the cilantro you want. And what do they say? Basura. Yeah, get rid of that shit and everything. And like, although their drinks are pretty fire. I like that cinnamon toast crunch drink or whatever it's called. That one's pretty good. But all their desserts they're trash. Their food's not that great. And that's my hot take.
That's a great hot take. I will say, now that you mention it, I don't know if Mexican food's good like if you're sober. Like I would never be like, I could go for a plate of nachos like if I'm just having a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
You might be onto something.
I am onto something.
When's the last time you had Mexican food?
Does Taco Bell count?
Yes.
Okay.
Does Taco Bell count? Yeah, a little bit.
Hold on.
Does Olive Garden count for Italian food? Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, doesn't though.
Oh my God. You had Taco Bell list within the week.
I had Taco Bell like 2 weeks ago.
By yourself?
No, my wife had some.
Okay.
And then I had authentic Mexican, like, no. It was like a Mexican restaurant, like down the street or whatnot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if you have kids and stuff, like,
and I had tacos, but it was just steak with onions and cilantro on it. I was like, okay.
What don't you like about Mexican food?
It's just not that great. I'm sorry. I do not get the whole, first off, it's like, it's spicy. Big fucking whoop. I can add spice onto my food to make it spicy and everything. But they're all like, I hate when people are like, oh, you don't deserve these spices. I'm like, what spices are you talking about?
Who has ever said you don't deserve these
Don't make me pull up a clip. Anyways, so I'm just all like, I do not understand the concept of Mexican food is so good. Like, your guys' food is fire. It's not fire. I'm like, and maybe your butthole's on fire after you eat it, but it's not fire.
I mean, it tastes better than your last one about the ugly people.
Saying. Oh, being ugly is a choice. I'll stick by that forever.
Have people keep commenting because it's not going to end.
Yeah, keep commenting. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us on Let's Get Through the Week. Now, whether you're powering through Monday or crawling into Friday, we hope this episode gave you a little boost to keep you going. If you enjoyed today's show, be sure to follow, rate, and leave a review. It helps more people find us and join our ride. Got thoughts, questions, or something that helped you get through the week? We'd love to hear from you. Hit us up on all of our social medias, which will be in the link down below. Until next time, take care, take a breath, take a break if you need it, and remember, we're all just trying to get through this week together. Stay steady. Talk soon.